danger, danger. 뚜루뚜 알람이 경고해. 거기서 멀어져야 해. 나나나나나나.
Well, hello you guys. I hope you've grabbed your popcorn, maybe some tea, because we are about to dive into all of these comebacks which have been dropping over these past 2 months. Well, not all of them. I decided to choose the 15 which I felt like I wanted to talk about the most. Originally, this list had over 20 songs, but I didn't want this video to run insanely long, so in the future I might try to do more monthly reviews to try and get more songs in. I included a mix of songs that I liked and some that I didn't, just because I feel like it's not really interesting if I'm just praising groups, but keep in mind that I'm critiquing the songs themselves and not the idols. I'm not trying to say that some songs are objectively good or bad. I'm just sharing my opinions based on my tastes, and you guys are more than welcome to disagree with me and share your thoughts. I only ask that you remain respectful in doing so. Also, just because I didn't include a comeback here doesn't mean I didn't like it. It just means that I didn't think I had as much to say about it. I will also be assigning each song a rating out of 5 stars based on how much I liked it. I'll include the breakdown of the scale in the description box, since I feel like I've been talking for so long at this point. Now, let's get into the video. Okay, so I definitely underestimated how much I like this song because I am obsessed with it now. The song is oddly comforting to listen to. I really love the composition of the song. It feels very much like an ATEEZ song, but it's a lot more relaxed than their previous releases. It does a great job of seamlessly blending various genres into one song. I love the transition from the piano at the beginning to the chorus. I also was not expecting that reggae-ish section in the pre-chorus. I think that it was integrated into the song really well. There are so many elements that I would have never thought would work in this song, but it sounds really cohesive. I'm giving this 4.5 stars. This is probably my favorite ATEEZ song at the moment, and I love the emotion that can be felt here while still keeping that epic sound that ATEEZ is known for. First of all, let me just say I am so proud of SF9 for getting their first wins. This is long overdue, and I hope it convinces people to stop sleeping on them. Good Guy is an absolute bop. I've listened to it so much since its release. That being said, I think it's far from their best title track. To me, Now or Never is the most musically interesting to listen to. O Sole Mio is the most relaxing, and Easy Love is probably the one I feel most emotionally connected to, but this was still a pretty solid comeback. I absolutely love the album. I literally cannot believe it took them this long to release a full-length one. My favorite B-sides are probably Am I the Only One and Fire. I'd give the title track 4.5 stars. I do really like it, but like I said, it's not their absolute best. I do really love the album though. It's my favorite album release of the year so far, and I highly recommend checking it out. If you have listened to it, let me know what your favorite B-sides are. So I had literally never heard of this group until recently, where that one video of one of the members who looked like the love child of Wendy and Irene blew up, but I'm really glad I found them. Wish is such a cute song, and I think all the members have really great stage presence. I also love the aesthetic of their music video. Overall, I'd give this comeback 4 stars. I definitely think this would have blown up if they were a bigger group, and I recommend listening to it. Not gonna lie, I didn't really like this song. To me, it sounded like a blend of Momoland and Everglow's songs from last year. Yes, I know that the song's producer also worked with Everglow. I'm not accusing them of copying them, I'm just saying I wish it was different from other groups. I'm also just really tired of hearing these long beat drops for choruses. The beat drop in the song just felt out of place compared to the rest of the song, in my opinion, and lacked a sense of power to me. The rest of the song was okay. It's your standard girl crush song, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting bored of songs like this. Overall, I'd give the song 2.5 stars. This isn't meant to throw shade to the members, I think they're all very talented, but if I'm just being honest, the song wasn't for me.
아무 노래나 일단 틀어 아무거나 신나는 걸로 아무렇게나 춤춰 아무렇지 않아 보이게 아무 생각하기 싫어 아무개로 살래 잠시
I'm not really a fan of hip-hop oriented songs, but I absolutely love this song. I really like how relatable the lyrics are, and I love how the catchy tune of the song contrasts with its melancholy theme. It has an almost jazzy feel to it in some parts, which is really rare to hear in mainstream songs. The song is so catchy, yet packs a powerful meaning behind it, so it gets 4 stars from me.
I love myself, I trust myself, 기억해줄래.
This song is so beautiful. Taeyeon is probably my favorite K-pop soloist just because I can feel whatever emotion she's trying to convey in her songs 100% of the time, even if I don't understand the words. But talking about the message of the song, I feel like the lyrics are just perfect for Taeyeon. She's faced so much pain and hate during her career, yet she keeps rising above it all to demonstrate her artistry. Seeing her release this song feels like she's telling us all that she's okay, despite all the crap she's dealt with. It's a song that I feel really inspired by too. When I listen to it, I feel like if Taeyeon can find her strength, then I can face my own problems too. This is probably the only song on the list that I feel like crying whenever I listen to it. I also really love all the songs that she added on the repackaged version of the album, especially My Tragedy. The song gets 5 stars from me. I don't think I'll constantly listen to it, but I feel like whenever I do choose to play it, I'll feel just as emotional as I did hearing it the first time. This just has a sense of timelessness to it, and the message is something that I think we all really need to hear.
널 준비된 사람 손 집에 있을 때 나는 심한 갭차이 쇼미심 넘쳐
First of all, how do you say the name of this song? Is it E-I-E-I-O, like in Old MacDonald? Is Old MacDonald a thing? Anyways, the song itself was okay. It didn't really stand out to me compared to their other songs. It felt more like a B-side than a title track to me, and I kind of wish they had made The Crown the repackaged title track instead of releasing it before the title track for the regular edition. Imagine how iconic an actual music video for The Crown would be. Overall, I'd give this song 3 stars. It's not a bad song, but it didn't hook my attention like Super Clap did. I have some mixed feelings about this. I think when I first heard the song and listened to the mini album, I was actually a little bit disappointed by the choice in title track. Crossroads is a great song, but it just sounds so similar to their earlier title tracks, especially Time for the Moon Night. While I love Time for the Moon Night, one of the things I don't like about GFriend is that the majority of their title tracks are pretty similar sounding to each other. Upon first listening to this mini album, I kind of wish they would have made Labyrinth the title track, since it's very different from what they usually promote with, but it still feels very much like a GFriend song. However, I do think that Crossroads has grown on me a lot within these past few weeks. I think that Crossroads also does a better job at conveying the emotion that the music video displays, and I have a feeling that they wanted the title track to fit the story of the music video rather than the other way around, since there was so much emphasis placed on their music videos in The Tale of the Glass Bead. I'm at least glad that they got to promote with Labyrinth on music shows. I loved getting to see this different side of G-Friend in their performances. This comeback started off as a 3, but I'd say it's a 3.5 for me now. I feel like everyone has very strong opinions about this comeback, either they love it or they hate it. Like I said, I'm just getting tired of hearing songs like this. Even though the melodies are different, this still feels really structurally similar to Adios, especially the first part of the song. I mean, you have this really strong build-up to the chorus, then fade out the background music and get hit with a big beat drop in the chorus. I really liked it when they did it with Adios, but now it's just beginning to feel formulaic. Also, I guess I kind of have to address the elephant in the room, the line distribution. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful to Mia, I know she probably has no say in the line distribution, but I don't know what possessed their company to give Mia so many lines and barely give the others parts. As far as I know, she's not significantly more popular than the other members, and the others have so much talent too, so I don't get why they would push her to the front of the song so much. The one nice thing I will say about this comeback is that the music video is absolutely gorgeous. Overall, I'd give this song 3 stars. I thought it was catchy at first, but now I'm just kinda tired of it. The song is oddly addictive. It definitely was not what I was expecting when I heard SIX was getting a sister group. I think that there are parts of the song that just feel messy to me, like they weren't meant to fit together, but overall it's very catchy, and I'm definitely glad that they at least tried to go for a unique sound. I feel like the music video lacked focus though. It just didn't really match the feeling that the song conveyed, in my opinion, and it feels like they just used a bunch of sets that were meant for different songs and cut them together, if that makes sense. Also, their outfits looked like they were meant for a completely different song. I think that their company could have done better while preparing the music video, especially since I know what they're capable of after seeing how amazing SIX's debut looked and sounded. Overall, I'll give this 3.5 stars. It's catchy and original, but it's a little bit messy and definitely feels like a debut. I've seen a lot of people saying that they were disappointed in Luna's comeback, which I can see why. Personally, I actually really liked the song. It was definitely overwhelming at first, but it grew on me. I think my favorite part of the song was the bridge. It's a really nice break from the rest of the song, which is very intense. It's a song that's very well produced. This is literally the first time Lee Soo-man has produced for a non-SM group since the 80s, and apparently he was the one who asked to produce for Luna, which just goes to show their impact. The big issue I have with it though is that it doesn't feel like a Luna song. I've heard people saying that they switched up their sound to try to appeal more towards the general Korean population, and I think they did a good job with it, but it feels more like an FX or ITZY song than a Luna song. I also think there were some members who pulled off the concept better than others, and the song definitely felt out of place compared to the rest of the mini album. Overall, I'd give this comeback 3.5 stars. I think it's a catchy song, but it just doesn't feel like Luna. Let me just say, this is how you do a girl crush concept without sounding repetitive or formulaic. Whoever came up with the idea to use a sample of Fur Elise in a K-pop song is kind of a genius. I love how this fits with the fierce vibe that the girl crush songs exude without simply relying on a huge beat drop in the chorus. Also, Cherry Bullet's music videos are literally all so gorgeous, and I love the styling of this comeback. They are definitely a group which I can see myself becoming a huge fan of. I've loved all of their releases so far, and their whole game concept feels new and exciting to me. Overall, I'd give this comeback 4 stars. It's a great song that actually feels inventive amidst all the girl crush songs being dropped right now. Maybe this was just because I set my expectations unfairly high for IZ*ONE's comeback, but the song just felt lackluster in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's catchy and pleasing to listen to, but it's just lacking a certain wow factor that their previous title tracks had. I think the main reason why I don't love it is because it sounds like a toned-down version of Violetta to me. The structures of those two songs are really similar, but Violetta was just much more memorable in my opinion, probably because I like the drop more. I will say though that their new music video is absolutely stunning, and I love the styling and the choreo for this comeback. And I also really like their new album. I'll give this comeback 3 stars. I guess I was just expecting more, especially since La Vie en Rose and Violetta were such different songs. But regardless, I'm just happy to see them back and making music. So when I first listened to the teaser for this, I was definitely worried about the amount of EDM in the chorus, but I felt like it actually enhanced the feeling of the song. Obviously, the music video is stunning. I love all of Dreamcatcher's music videos, and they are so good at telling stories through their art. I do feel like this would have been better as a comeback around Halloween, though. Dreamcatcher is no stranger to creepy concepts, but I feel like the whole vibe of this particular song, especially with the lyrics, felt like it was meant for a Halloween release. I absolutely love the album as well. I don't think I've listened to it enough to choose a favorite, but Paradise by Xion literally breaks my heart every time I hear it. That song is 5-star worthy. Overall, I'd give this comeback 4.5 stars. I definitely really liked it. It's not their best comeback though. This was probably their least rock-influenced title track, and I prefer that sound over the EDM, but I think Dreamcatcher actually managed to use EDM pretty well to enhance the mood of the song, so I still found it enjoyable to listen to. To be completely honest, I wasn't really feeling this title track. I can definitely appreciate the artistry behind it, but it's not my taste. I feel like On didn't stand out that much compared to the other songs on the album. The music video was definitely very simple. I'm pretty sure that this is the official music video, but then again, not every K-pop music video has to be over the top to be good. I do feel like Black Swan definitely was the best music video out of this album's releases. The video is pure art, and it really manages to capture the complexity of emotions that the song attempts to convey. I do like the album though. Again, I don't think I've listened to it enough to pick a favorite B-side yet, but I think at the moment Filter and Louder Than Bombs are probably my favorites. I'll give this comeback 3 stars. The title track just felt kind of lackluster to tell the truth, although I do like the album more than the title track. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to let me know your favorite comebacks of 2020 so far. Also, what comebacks are you guys looking forward to the most in March? I'm super excited for 127 and ITZY's comebacks. Also, I'm definitely looking forward to Suho's solo debut.